today I'm doing a handheld console tour because I have like a billion handheld consoles because I love them and I love watching these videos. So I decided that I would make one myself and go over each one. I think I'm going to do them in order of when I got them because I think that'll be the most fun for me at least. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so we are starting off strong with my Nintendo DS Lite that I got in 2008 for my 8th birthday. Yep, I'm old. But this is actually technically not my first DS because my first DS was the original DS and it was kind of my brother's, but this is my first one that was just mine. And I did switch out the buttons. So they are pink. The inner lining is pink. The shoulder buttons are also pink. I believe I made the inside pen thing pink. Basically, I just swapped all the parts out with the pink DS that was broken, including the screen, which also the screen happened to be broken as well. You can't see it on camera, but on my screen, it is just flashing. It does not look good. And I believe this is even the original, pen for it. So, yeah. Bam. I love this thing. I still have it. I put it on display, and it's kind of dusty. It's a little dirty. I'd say, though, for being, I don't know, how old is this thing now? This thing is super old now. For being as old as it is, it's in pretty decent condition, and even though I swapped out all the buttons, I just wanted to make it look a little cuter, and I do not regret swapping out all the parts and stuff, because it just looks so cute. So, yep, that is my original. I also do have this thing, it's just up on the shelf, because I was using this hole to display. So, I do still have the bottom thingy. Let me grab that. So, I do have it. I just didn't have it in. But yeah. And I have this nice clear... Wait, is it still on? Yes, okay. And I have this nice clear plastic case that I got on AliExpress for probably $3 or $4. I don't know. It was not expensive. So next is my Nintendo DSi XL, which I don't remember exactly when I got this, but I know it was the next one that I got, and also is probably the most played, or one of the most played out of all of the DSs. It has seen better days. The screen is pretty scratched, but you can't really tell. Yeah, there it is. It has a very scratched screen from a child playing it. I was probably played this until I got a 3DS. So, yep. Had this one for probably the longest time. I also used to have one of those really big, ugly Nerf cases on it. And also some weird, big, chunky plastic case with a drawer on the bottom. But this was my favorite one. I played most of my DS games and most of my childhood on this little DSi. So I love this one. And I'm not going to turn it on. Yes, it works, but it has so many cringy photos and videos as one would have on a DSi. So, nope, no open, but yeah. So, I'm not actually sure about this one or the next one I'm going to show which one I got first. I think I got this first, but potentially it's the next one I'm going to show. I don't know when I got this PS Vita, but around when the PS Vita came out, I know that. And she also has a cute, clear plastic case on it with some ugly stickers that I actually don't like. But, oh yeah, and a little, Ghetto. It has Ghetto from JJK. I got this on AliExpress. One theme is that I really like AliExpress. So, yeah, there's this little baby. I love this one because I have spent so much time. Once again, this one also is full of cringy photos. But, I also recently... I don't know if I can turn it on or not. I recently modded this one. So, I haven't actually decided on the theme that I'm going to use for this one, and I haven't finished downloading. Oh, did it freeze? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how that should work, right? I don't know why it froze. There we go. It does not want to open. So, we're gonna... This is my PS Vita, guys. It is cute, and I did just mod it, but apparently, in the process of modding it, I also broke it. So, I'm gonna fix that, but this is my PS Vita that I've had since I was like 13. So, we're gonna move on to the next one. I'll fix that eventually. Okay, so next is my Midnight Purple original 3DS. It's kind of hard to see because it is really a midnight purple, especially in this lighting. But in this lighting, you can see all of its little scratches because I didn't have a case for this one. Basically, the entire time, this one didn't have a case. Why? I don't know. The back is a much lighter purple. I used to just love this one. I used to love the like 3-tiered colors. I just love the color of this one generally. It is such a gorgeous color, in my opinion. I'm obsessed with it still. And I have a clear case for it, but I took it off so we could look at this thing because it's so cute. I love it. I love her. She cute. When I was a kid, I used to jam a penny underneath this joystick so that I could hatch eggs in Pokemon X. Not good, but hey, this thing still works. All the buttons still work. The joystick still works. Everything still works. So I'd say it worked out. Still cute. Got a couple scratches, but this one is one of my favorites. And I modded this one, and I put a bunch of old games that I used to play as a kid on it. So it's kind of like an homage to that. It's a cute little guy. I love this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. Beautiful. I love it. I love her. Alright. Next. My gorgeous pink 3DS XL. Just the original 3DS XL. The pink one. She cute. She in pretty good condition too. I don't really see like any scratches really on her. Not even in real life. There's actually quite a few. Never mind, I lied. But you can't see them on camera. So it looks really nice on camera. But yeah, and this is the case that I have for it. Here is the case for it, which has a bedazzled Sylveon. And the case has plenty of scratches on it that are visible, I believe, on camera. Yep. But bedazzled Sylveon. I bedazzled that. I had to paint underneath it first so that it would actually appear. I love it. I don't know, maybe it's a little janky, but to me, I think it's super cute. My little bedazzled Pokemon. Because I love Sylveon. So, yeah. This is my pink 3DS XL. I got it for my 16th birthday. And it has a pink joystick on it. Because I liked that. I thought it was cute. It's got some, it's got Kuromi here in a cowboy hat. That's pretty sick. That is my pink 3DS XL, which I love. It is my favorite one of all of the consoles, I think. It might be my second favorite. I don't know. It is the slowest out of all of my 3DSs. It boots on significantly slower than all of the rest of them. But I don't know. I think I've had it the longest. Not the longest, but I've played it the most out of the 3DSs. And I got it for my 16th birthday, which is just super cute, I think. I said, no, I don't want a car. I want a 3DS. Not like I would have got a car anyway, but pink joystick that I put on. Also, this one is the most decked out with like stickers and fun things on it that no one will ever see. It still has the original pen. At least I think this is the original pen. But yeah. I got Harvest Moon games, Kirby games. I got all the games. So this one's got all kinds of fun stuff on it. And I just love the background up here, which is Rayquaza. So the order after that gets kind of muddy because I started spending my adult money kind of all in the same couple years. I didn't touch my DSs or my consoles for years and then decided suddenly that I care about them again and found them all and started buying more. And I got really into Tamagotchis. So I think that this is the next one, but I'm not totally sure. The next one is this. It is a Game Boy Pocket Tamagotchi edition. Because, like I said, I got really into Tamagotchis in the middle of this. And started buying things on Bai, which is like Japanese eBay, kind of. Bai, sponsor me, please. And there is this special pink Game Boy Pocket edition that I got. It's actually in like fantastic, amazing condition. According to the internet, this is worth like $300 in the box with all the stuff. And I bought it for like $70. So, I don't know. Apparently, people only buy like one a year. This is a not very like sought after item. Nobody cares about it really. I think it's very cool. It even has the little like manual and booklet still. I don't know how I got such a good deal on this item. But yeah, pretty cool. It just stays in this box within another box, but I do love it very much, even though I never really like taking it out because I don't want to damage the box more than the box is already damaged, which I already have. I should probably be taking better care of this thing and also not opening it so much. But it's cool and I like it. I like the box. I like that there's a Game Boy in here that you can't see, and it's a very top heavy case, so I can't really like display it without fear that the Game Boy is just gonna like fall right over. But yeah, this is my Game Boy Pocket Tamagotchi edition. It is just a pink Game Boy Pocket, but it is pretty cool. It's a neat item that I got. So next is this guy, which I also got on Bai. For I think a good deal. I actually don't know. This is a Hello Kitty Game Boy Advance. It's Japanese only, so and it is in not maybe the best condition in the world. Personally, I guess I just don't mind consoles in mid or / bad condition. I really don't care. I just like to have them, and this is like kind of a special edition, and I wasn't gonna pay like a whole bunch of money for it. I think I got this for like $60, which is a good deal for a Game Boy Advance, period. Let alone like a special edition version, even if it is maybe not in the best condition. The screen is in pristine condition, and that is because this is not the original screen cover. The screen was in such horrible condition that you couldn't even view what you were playing. It does work, by the way, it just doesn't have batteries in it, and I'm not going to go find any. But I replaced this screen cover because I wanted to be able to see the screen. And so I just put a new one on it. And I like that I did that because it looks nice. But yeah, there she is. She's a little cutie. And it works great. And I love her. And she's pink. So, yeah, and we love a pink console. Any pink console, honestly, is a good pink console. But yeah, maybe not the best condition, but still a cool find in my opinion. I don't know a lot of people that have this one that are in America, at least. So yeah, cute. And next. So next is another pink console that I got on Bai. I like Bai, and I bedazzled a My Melody on it, which this was the first thing I ever bedazzled, ever. So, like, it looks horrible, and I hate it. So ignore it, because this, I just haven't gotten a new case, but I'm going to remove this and do something else completely different to this case, because I hate it. But, you know, it works for now, I guess, but I think it looks horrible. So, there's this one. I got this one on Buy. It is a Japanese, you can't see it. Well, the camera won't focus because the camera sucks. But it is a Japanese console. I bought it on Buy for like $60, which I thought was a good deal. And it actually was a great deal because this thing came in nearly perfect condition. Like, it has no scratches on it. I think there's one scratch on the front right here. And then this part is a little, like, dirty. And the screen looks scratched in this lighting, but that's just the screensaver. This thing came in the most perfect condition that I've ever received a DS ever in the mail. Second most best condition. Maybe the best. I don't know. Either way, it was in amazing condition. For $60, I was like, okay, good deal. And it has a copy of Pokemon Y in it right now because I was trying to soft reset for a shiny Froakie using 7DSs at the same time. Maybe there'll be a video on that eventually. Who knows? But, yeah. So, there's this little guy. Here is my PSP that I bought because I never had a PSP before. I had that PS Vita but never owned a PSP. And I decked it out with all of these stickers of Toro, and this one is like peeling. But I think it's really cute. They're really sparkly, pretty, shiny stickers, and I love them. And I also modded this one, and hopefully this one will turn on. Is it dead? I think it's dead. The PSPs die really fast. So this one I do believe works. This case is also super weird. I don't know why it has this flap. But yeah. And then additionally I have this one, which is my boyfriend's PSP that it used to be a black PSP, and I reshelled it and put these black buttons because I thought it looked cool. I reshelled it and modded it for him. I wonder if this one turns on or if the battery's dead on this one too. I don't know. But this one, whoops. This one's reshelled to be also pink, but like the Hello Kitty special edition shell. It's just a knockoff shell that I got on AliExpress. But, you know, I reshelled it and it looks pretty cool. I'm a little jealous of this one because Hello Kitty and the black, it just looks really nice. But this one's not mine, but I figured I'd include it. I got them around the same time. So I modded us PSPs to play. So this next one is kind of a twofer because I have two of them. I don't actually have two of them. I got this one here for my boyfriend, and I got this one first. It has like quite a bit of, I wanted to mod him a 3DS when I was getting really into modding all my consoles and stuff. So this one has like quite a bit of scratches on it, but I mean you can't really tell like really too much. But it is very, very cool. I'm not really like a huge fan of the 2DS consoles, but and I originally wanted to get myself the Pikachu one, but I ended up getting this one for my boyfriend and liking it so much that I got myself one. And the one that I got myself was actually kind of a crazy story. So I actually got this one for, what was it, $130, which is a really good deal for this model, and especially considering, I don't know if you can see, but this one is in actually perfect condition. Like, there is not a single scratch on this thing anywhere. It literally is in perfect condition. $130, perfect condition. It also came with the box and the manual and the AR cards and everything that comes with it. You're thinking, wow, what an amazing deal. It was. But other than that, so the top screen did not work at all. It would turn on and the top screen was broken. And so I decided I was going to fix it. And that's when I found out that 3DS, or 2DS specifically, top screen repairs are some of the hardest and most annoying Nintendo repairs possible. As you can see here, I did fix it, but the most devastating thing ever happened to me in the process of this, because I was fairly new to fixing consoles and devices and messing with them, and this was like the second thing that I ever decided to fix. So yeah, I fixed it. I got a new replacement screen and everything. Couple problems though, two things, which are very unfortunate. I snapped the plastic. Right there, you can see, like, you could barely see it. There's like a tiny little crack. I snapped the plastic. So, that sucks. Right where this Pikachu sticker is, I had accidentally inserted the wrong screw to screw back in part of the motherboard, and it went through this. It went through it. There's a hole right there. There's a hole underneath the Pikachu that I made because I just was too excited to put it back together. I was putting it back together thinking, wow, that was actually really easy. It wasn't, but I was thinking, wow, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, as I break the device and screw a hole. So, I mean, it's not like personally I am ever going to sell this console anyway, but it is the biggest disappointment of my reshelling and fixing career. I am devastated by it still to this day that I was dumb enough to screw a hole through something worth a lot of money and also in beautiful, pristine, perfect condition. That was depressing. Like, genuinely, I cried, I think. And yeah, now I am extra careful when screwing in any screws. So, lesson learned. Screws bad. Screws are bad. I don't like screws. I don't like 2DSs. This is the only 2DS I like. And I broke it. So, next, here's another DS that reminds me of regret and despair. Why is it making this sound? That sounds like there's a loose screw in it. Okay, not a good sound. Regret and despair. Why, you must be asking? It looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. What a cool special edition new 3DS XL that you have. No, you are wrong. This is a reshell of a very... Look at that. Look at the quality of this case. It is horrendous. It is bad. Looks cool, right? Neat. Bad. This used to be a white 3DS that I also bought on Buy, and I bought it for $60, and I do believe something was wrong with it. I think maybe the top screen had a bunch of dead pixels or something. I think I replaced... It might still have them. I'm not sure if I replaced the screen or not. Yeah, that hinge. You see that? It just bounces open. It doesn't even click. It just... What is going on with this thing? If I turn it upside down like this and let go, it just opens itself. So this thing is a piece of garbage that needs to be... Also, it doesn't even turn on, by the way. Used its motherboard in a different DS that had a non-working motherboard. So I put the non-working motherboard back into this one. So it just... The blue light comes on and then it turns right off. This is a fixable DS. Everything about this is fixable, and I am going to fix it one day. But it needs a new motherboard, or I need to repair the motherboard. But either way, this is just kind of my like little piece of garbage that I keep around because it's an expensive piece of garbage. I mean, I only paid like total like $90, maybe more, like $100 for all of like the shell, and the inner shell is new. That's the like, look, there's a gap right here between the screen and the shell. Like, this thing is the worst thing I've ever seen. The buttons stick. It's just horrible. I hate it. So maybe one day I'll fix it. And I was thinking when I do, I might just leave the Pokemon shells, but put back these original, the inside, I was thinking is what I'll do. But it is disgusting and dirty because this was a disgusting and dirty DS that I had found. So yes, I kept some of these pieces just in case, and I'm glad that I did. So next we have this guy here, which is actually one of my most important DSs. Obviously, I bedazzled this Gengar case, but I hate it. So, it's kind of cute though. I bought this 3DS on eBay for $200, I believe. Maybe $220, $215, something like that. Way too expensive, especially considering the condition. It was dirty, it looked like crap, and the joystick was broken. I have since fixed it, and this is my joystick actually from this one. You know how this one has that like pink joystick? That's that one. So yeah, pretty neat, I guess. This is still one of my more used 3DSs, simply because I purchased this with the intention of putting in this thing, which is let's plug it in. It is a USB-C charging port, right? So it charges through USB-C. You can see the little charging light on right there. So that's awesome. Not only does it charge through USB-C, but it's also a capture mod. So this is the DS that I use to capture any footage. It is Loopy's capture card mod, which I will honestly link in the description if anyone is interested in that. You can either mail in your 3DS for $200, or you can buy just the kit itself for $120 and install it yourself, which is what I did, and it was a lot of work. You can't really see, I guess, but the hole that I made for the USB-C port is kind of crooked and kind of looks bad. But you can't really see because this camera will not focus. You get the point. The USB-C port doesn't look as nice as it would if I mailed it in. The person who does them professionally would have made it look a lot better than mine did. But yeah, basically I can connect this to my computer and record through OBS or through the software that it comes with. And yeah, there's a lot of shell modification. You have to solder if you want to be able to do it, which I think this was like my second big soldering project. So I think I did pretty good considering that it works. And it records sound too, so I did all that. Okay, so next I believe is this guy here, which is a Game Boy Advance, and not very well taken care of Game Boy Advance. I bought this on Facebook Marketplace from the guy who owns our GameStop in town, which I think might be illegal, that he's like selling consoles. I don't know, but I'm gonna ignore that because whatever. I bought this in front of a GameStop from Facebook Marketplace from the guy who owns the GameStop. My intention was to mod it and reshell it, and I still have not gotten to it because it's kind of expensive to mod a Game Boy Advance and reshell it. I wanted to get like a battery mod, and yeah, so this thing is just dirty and gross. I have not even cleaned it up or anything, but I mean the intention was to reshell it. I don't remember how much I bought it for. I think maybe like $50-$60. It is really cute, and I am going to reshell it, and it's going to be even cuter, but for now it is a big pile of poo. Big poo pile, but it's cute still. Next. Okay, so these next two I got at like the exact same time. This one and this one. They are both Japanese, both from Bai. I got this one for $20 and it came with 3 games. I got this one for I think also $20 and it did not come with any games. The stickers on the back do not look good. So funny story with this one. We'll start with this one. it has this inside, and I have not taken it off because, I mean, it came like this when I bought it, and I just thought it was so cute that I just decided to leave it. So literally, it also used to have like a bunny sticker right here that was like the same color as these stickers. It came with these stickers on it too. I have not taken these off because the bunny sticker was the hardest sticker I've ever had to get off of anything. And there's no way that it's not going to take me like 4 hours to get these stickers off because of how, like, I don't know. So, yeah, that is this one. It is just a pink Nintendo DS. I mostly got it because it came with 3 games, $20, came with the charger, and it had this cute, like, Hello Kitty interior thing that I liked. So I just said, why not? I think it came with Rhythm Heaven, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and Nintendogs? Maybe, something like that. I don't know. Either way. Yep. This guy, an even funnier story. I thought this was a pink DSi. I have been wanting the pink DSi because I don't had, like at the time I didn't have the original DSi. I just had the DSi XL. I've never had the original DSi. In the image, this looked like a pink DSi. And so I was like, yay, I got a pink DSi for I think $20, maybe $30. I don't know. Put it up on the screen maybe. But yeah, I thought it was the pink DSi. It was not. Clearly, it's red. It's very red. It is the reddest of all reds. So, you can't really return things on buy. So, I just kept it, and I decided to give it, like, this cute, weird, like, food, like, aesthetic. I don't know. I like it, though, now. But when I first got it, I was, like, sad, because I thought it was going to be the, like, hot pink one. But that's okay. I still like it a lot. I do not regret. Plus, I have a DSi now. And I'm still going to buy that hot pink one. I don't care. So, yeah. Next. So, this one is my most recent purchase. I bought this probably like a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, on Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, she cute. Obviously, it used to be pink at one point. I never saw it like that. It works. It turns on. It's got a new joystick on it. And let me show you what it used to look like, because it looked nothing like this pretty recently. So here is what it used to look like. So, yeah, I bought that one for $40, and it was in horrible condition. I mean, the screens worked, and the battery, it needed a new battery because the battery was a fluffy little pillow, which we never want. So I had to buy a new battery. I bought this new shell, and what else? I think, and the joystick. So I think overall it was like $70 for this guy. And I love it. I mean, I always wanted this like mint colored DS. This is not the mint colored one though. This is a lot more teal than the original mint colored one. When I got this one for my 16th birthday, actually originally we ordered this one, the mint colored one, instead of this one, because I liked it more. And it turned out to be a Japanese edition console. And at the time, I was 16. I didn't know how to mod it. So we returned it, and I got this pink one. So I've always wanted the mint one, obviously. And when I saw that console, that beautiful whatever that thing used to be, on Facebook Marketplace, I offered $40. I think they were asking $70. I love lowballing people on Facebook Marketplace. And then, yeah, I decided I was going to reshell it with the color I always wanted. So it was a very good deal. And clearly it used to be the pink one, which I think is kind of funny. So, These are my two 3DS XLs, and I love them, and I love this color. I think it's such a gorgeous color. It's not really the like mint color. Also, I don't have the screws for this because I just I don't have them. But yeah, I made it look beautiful. It used to be very ugly, but also kind of iconic. Like that thing was kind of goated for whatever it was. I liked it. So, okay. Next, last but also probably the least interesting is my Nintendo Switch. Yep, it is a Nintendo Switch. It is gray. I've had it for a really long time. It's not an OLED or anything like that. It just has like stickers on some gray Joy-Cons. The back has this cherry blossom kind of thing going on and glitter shell. There's also a glitter shell for the main body, but I took it off so I could fit on these like controller things that I had, these like EV controllers. So yeah, that is my final handheld console, and probably one of the most used. I've played this Switch a lot. I played Animal Crossing in 2020 on this Switch, and now it is 2025, almost 2026, so I've had this Switch for probably like 5 or 6 years now. Maybe a little bit longer. I'm not exactly sure when I got it. Maybe 2017, potentially 2018. It could be 2019. I really don't know when I got this Switch, because I used to have a different one that I traded for this one, which was like a newer version. And then the OLED came out right after I got this one. So, kind of funny. But this is just an OG Switch, simply. So yeah, I counted the consoles that I have, and I have 16 consoles total, which is like a lot of consoles. And that's not including the ones that I bought for my boyfriend, which was the PSP and the 3DS. He also has a Nintendo Switch. He has the OLED Zelda edition, which I'm very jealous of. I want it. I want to steal it. And I tell him if he ever sells it that I'm going to buy it from him. So, yeah, it's technically mine, but not really. But yeah, those are all of my handheld consoles. This video it was a lot of me yapping, and I'm now tired of yapping. So yeah, but thank you for watching if you watched this whole thing, and let me know in the comments which of my consoles is your favorite console. I wouldn't blame you if you liked any of them, except for this one. If you like this one, then you suck. I hate this thing. It makes me mad. But yeah, thank you for watching if you made it this far, and let me know in the comments which favorite console it was, of course. I would like to know what console that you liked the most. I think this one is like top 3 for me, because perfect condition, but it also reminds me of sadness. But it's great, and I love it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and like and subscribe if you feel like it.